This is going to be a series where I'm going to talk to you about the founder identities. Now, you may be sitting there like, what is a founder identity? The founder identities is an evolution of 6 phases that founders that I have typically seen go through throughout their founder journey to becoming a CEO, entrepreneur, etc. Now, I have worked with close to 100 founders and CEOs in my time as an entrepreneur and a marketing strategist. And what I see throughout this series is that at each phase, it's going to look different, right? So let's just recognize that. And as you hear through each of the founder identities, you may identify with more than one. You may just very strongly identify with one, or you may not identify with any of them. So there will be a quiz linked in the show notes that you can take if you're not clear on what specific founder identity you actually have, so that you can get more clarity and also get a more in-depth breakdown on the founder identity, as well as some tips on how to actually help you move yourself to the next level if that's what you so choose. All right. So let's jump into the first founder identity. And I want to kind of start this off with a story. So I have a client who made $500,000 last year. And I know for some of you, you're like, that is amazing, right? But this particular client made $500,000 in a year, but she was not profitable at all. So at the end of the year, she was struggling. She did not know where her money went. And she was solely responsible for her marketing. And what I mean by that is she was the person that was brainstorming. She was prepping. She was creating the content. She consistently had to show up to market her business in order to make that $500,000. And when she made that $500,000 and it actually wasn't profitable, she was left thinking, why did I work so hard for money that I can't even see? And so this founder identity is known as the Frantic Founder. You're working, you're doing all the things by yourself. You may even have some people on your team, but you are doing all of the things when it comes to your marketing because you haven't really set and put together the strategy to sit behind your business, right? And to kind of take you away. Now, the cause of this is because you as the founder, you're typically trying to keep up with social media trends. You're trying to create content that is trendy. And I can bet you, if you look at your content right now and you identify as a frantic founder, at least 75% of your content is based on a trend. And I can guarantee you that 100% of that content is a trend that you did not create. So that is really the cause of the frantic founder, and also just kind of doing everything on their own. Now, at this point, you actually believe that you have to create marketing to be trendy, right? You've seen other companies do this. You've seen other founders do this. You've seen other entrepreneurs do this. And you typically see influencers do this because that's their job. And you think that this is your way to actually achieve success in your business and in your marketing. So you believe that this is one of the only ways, if not the only way, to actually be successful. Now, where you are on this journey as a frantic founder is you're likely just starting out with marketing, right? You really think or you believe that marketing really has only to do with content. And, I understand why you feel that way because in the digital age that we live in today, everything is content, right? There's even the saying, content is king. Right? But I want you to kind of take a step back and I want you to think there is something that's missing before you get to the content, because if content was king and you were just creating a ton of content, and for example, the client that made $500,000, they would also be profitable, right? So there is a gap there. And it's likely because you maybe just started your business or you've been in business for a few years and you've just been doing things by creating content, but you're realizing that it's actually burning you out. Now, I want you to think about just how you feel as a frantic founder. You're stressed all the time. You're always on. You can't take a vacation. When your content has to be done and created by you, if you leave your business at any point in time, you're not going to make money, right? And the sad thing is you're probably still not going to be profitable even if you are making money when you leave and you have your content planned out for a period of time. So for this particular founder, the Frantic Founder, some of the things that I want you to think about and what you should be doing is you really have to figure out who it is you are and who it is you want your company to represent, or what it is that you want your company to represent. And by doing that, you have to tap into your own creativity. It's not about following trends. It's not about trying to find the most trending song and put that on a reel, or trying to figure out what's going on TikTok and replicating that for you. No, it's sitting and figuring out, what is the creativity? What do you want to create for your business? What do you want to create for your company? And what do you want your company and your brand to be known for? I'm sure you don't want your company and your brand to be known for creating trends or recreating trends. You want to set the trends, right? And so sit and take some time and think. And that can look like, full transparency. I had to shut down my business for a period of time because I did not like the way in which it was going. So for you as the Frantic Founder, you may need to shut down for a period of time, right? Maybe you can't afford to shut it down for a few months. Shut it down for a few weeks. Just kind of get in silence and sit and listen and get rid of all of the distractions and all of the things that are feeding you, because that's really clouding your creativity and getting in the way of who you are and what your brand can actually become. So that's the first thing I really want you to do, and that you should be doing consistently, is being creative outside of your business, outside of just operating your company, and outside of just trying to pump out 1,000 pieces of content a day, okay? The other thing at this point, I want you to also consider what it is that you need. What are the things that you need, and who are the people that you need to help you get your business to the next level? Because you've been doing all of this on your own, and that is not sustainable, right? I was, when I worked with my client who made $500,000, I was shocked. I said, yo, that's actually amazing. But when I found out she was doing it by herself, I knew that there was a problem. So you really want to figure out who are going to be those people that can help take you to the next level, right? And when it comes to marketing specifically, you want to make sure that you're hiring people that are going to help you develop a strategy, put a plan in place, so that you are not the only person solely responsible for marketing, as well as all of the other things that you have going on in your business, right? You did not get into entrepreneurship to do everything on your own. And if you did, and if that was your mindset initially, now as the Frantic Founder is really the opportunity for you to start to think bigger and start to think just building this business beyond you, because you ultimately will be the bottleneck. So that is the Frantic Founder, and we've gone over that today. We've covered that. And so in the next part of this series, whenever that airs, make sure you tune in, because we're going to be talking about the frustrated founder and what that looks like, what the journey looks like, what they believe, and how they can actually evolve to that next level, so phase 3. So next time, we're talking about the frustrated founder. Again, if you want to take the quiz and figure out who you are as a founder, definitely click the link in the show notes and you will get a more in-depth review of that. All right, and I will see you next time.